guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen and I'm a self-taught nail enthusiast. In today's video, I am going to be recreating this look by Burn One Beauty that was featured on Makartt's Your Nail Lab Instagram page. It's like a super simple yet sophisticated nail look. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to recreate it. So please stick around and watch as I show you how I recreate this look. So the first step in this nail look is using the color peach that came in our August box. I'm not going to be using all of the items that came in the box, but a significant amount, and then obviously all other Makartt products. Currently, the nail tips that I have on are the Makartt Big O Bag of Nails in the coffin shape. I just have some alcohol here in a little dampened dish, and I'm just using one of these like stock brushes that I got in a polygel kit. Don't even know where it came from. I have about like a bazillion of these, and honestly they all kind of stink. Like after a while they just kind of don't work anymore. So my nails are already buffed. I did all my prep and stuff like that off camera. I did use some of the items from that little nail prep kit that came in the box. I wish I would have filmed it. I just kind of wasn't thinking about it at the time. I was taking off my last set and just decided to use some stuff out of there. But it's basically my typical prep. Actually, I followed some of the prep from Miss Jo Nails. She has a YouTube channel. If you don't follow her, you should, because she is absolutely hilarious and an amazingly talented nail artist. I mean, some of the stuff that she does, like, she makes it look so easy, but she could literally paint like the Sistine Chapel on her nails and make it look like the simplest thing ever. So again, I'm just kind of patting this polygel in like I usually would, using some alcohol. This color actually is not as sticky. I think what I have noticed is just that certain colors, specifically clear in polygels, are very, very, very sticky and really hard to work with, quite frankly. Just kind of annoying when they're that sticky because you can't move them around. Alcohol doesn't really work. You have to use like base coat or top coat to kind of smooth it out at first, but I didn't really have an issue with this one. So I am patting this out into a diagonal, and then the rest I'm gonna fill in with glitter. I don't know if this is exactly how the original design was done, but this is my best guess. I contemplated doing it with the other color of nail polish, but it wasn't as pink. I like the tone of this polygel, so that's why I chose to do it this way. Oh, and don't forget, like, this glitter glows in the dark, guys. It's so cute. My son was like amazed by it. He kept making me go in the bathroom earlier today and show him how it glowed in the dark, even though it really wasn't glowing yet because it was still light outside, but it was cute. I think that Burn One Beauty's nails might have been a tad longer than mine are, so I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and I bring it to about like 3/4 of the way down, and I leave like a little space of nail out from the polygel. I do want to make this just a little thinner down here. Might have a little too much polygel on my finger. Also, as you can see, I'm getting sparkles on my nails. I did these nails the other day, and there's just glitter everywhere in all of my brushes, and it's like around. I've cleaned this dish out like multiple times trying to get rid of any specks of glitter, and I just can't do it. It will not go away. I swear to God, I love this polish, the glitter polish, but it's literally driving me insane right now. So I think that looks good. And like I said, I want about like 1/4 of the nail sticking out down here. Looks good. So I am gonna file this just to sharpen that edge a little bit. I just want to wipe it off with some alcohol. Just cleanse it really quickly so it's not sticky. So I just take the 100 side and just bring it along this edge, and I'm just kind of trying to create like 1, a straight line, and 2, sort of like a ledge. Just cleaning it up a bit. It looks quite nice. I actually really like this color. I think it suits me and my skin tone very well. So that looks good. And then I'm just gonna buff along the top, make sure there's not any bumps, make sure to get that cuticle area nice and flush. I think I did a pretty good job with the other ones. Don't you guys think? I'm getting better at this, guys. So I'm just gonna finish this off camera and I'll be back. All right, time for the glitters. So I added some stars into mine. It didn't look like there were stars on the original picture, but it is kind of hard to tell when you get all the glitters mixed. I can't do anything with these fingernails, but I love them. I actually am kind of liking the long nails this week. I don't typically wear them this long, mostly just because I do a lot of things with my hands, and I've already like hurt my nails just like putting on shoes, like simple things like that. If I like pull my thumb or something, like it's pulled underneath, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. Why didn't you guys warn me about this? So I am going to put down a layer of top coat, do a layer of the sparkles, the glitter, do another layer of top coat, another layer of the glitter, and so on and so forth until I've gotten to the stars on top. It just kind of adds like this dimension into the nail that if you're up close, you can actually kind of see the layers of separation. It looks really cool. So I'm going to start with the clear glitter, and I'm going to bring this guy back. And then I am just using this brush from Makartt. It was like in a set I bought a while ago. I just dip into some of that top coat and dip right into here and just lay it down. Honestly, you really can't tell the difference between the pink and the clear once you get it on the nail, because they sort of have like the same reflect to them. It's still pretty. I mean, I'm not complaining. They're still nice. I'm just gonna spread that out a little bit so it's all over the nail, and then I'll use my finger on any of the sides if it's like underneath or something like that. Just kind of push it in and flash cure it. Okay, like I said, another layer. And flash cure. I actually really think the stars add a lot to this look. I just think it's cute. Honestly, you really can't see it unless you're up close, but I think it looks pretty when you are up close and you kind of see like all the different glitters like shining through, and you can really, you know, when you're up close looking at it, you can see the stars. So let me just spread those out a little bit so they're not like all clumped together. So cute. All right, the next item, or next step I should say. I know it seems like there's a lot of steps in this nail look, but realistically it only took me about an hour to do these 4 nails, so it's not that hard of a nail look to do. But the next thing I need to do is encapsulate with some clear, and sticking with theme here, I am using Makartt's clear, and I went and I changed out my alcohol and put fresh alcohol in there so that it wasn't cloudy, so we'd get a nice like clear look here. I wish that I would have used clear tips, if I'm being honest with you guys, as I always try to do, because I think it would have looked really cool as a clear tip, but it still looks cool. I just think it would have looked cooler to have like an icy like clear tip with the glitter. You don't realize these things until you're like halfway through them. I do not want to use this brush because it's got glitter in it. I'll use this one. So this is fairly straightforward, pretty much the same step always of doing polygel, just to pat it out. I just sort of run the excess up the back of the nail. I don't like cover the whole nail with clear. Mostly I'm just trying to encapsulate the glitter, and then if I have like extra up here, just so that there's not like a clear gap between the two, I will like run whatever extra I have back there. So you'll see in a minute. Just trying to make sure everything is covered evenly and there's no glitter poking out. It's alright if you do end up filing some of the, you know, glitter edges off. It's not a big deal. But, you know, if there's like big chunks sticking out, I do try to cover up anything that's like in the middle of the nail at least. The edges I'm not worried about because you won't really see that anyways, but you have to like remember like this stuff is not flat. So, or this stuff is flat. It's not curved. So it doesn't want to adhere to your nail. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of running this edge off to the back of the nail. I use a lot more alcohol back here because I kind of want to thin it out. You know, I don't need all of that on the nail. The nail is actually, I think I did a pretty good job sculpting it. So I don't need to like add any more support back there, anything like that. I just want to make sure that you don't see the space between the clear and the pink. Then I kind of just go over the whole thing with alcohol to like flatten everything out. Just makes my job easier when it comes to filing. So, hey, I think that looks good. So I'm gonna cure that. And by the way, when you put these things in the lamp, they light up like Christmas lights. It's so cool. I can't wait to show you at the end of this video how they glow. It's actually really cool. I don't even know how they did that because it's literally like translucent glitter. Like, how do you make it glow in the dark? All right, so I've gone ahead and filed and buffed, and now we are going to add the pink outline, which is, you know, not that difficult. I'm using a long art brush here. It is Winstonia short, even though I don't think I have one longer than this. It is bent because something happened. I had it like in a case and I guess it just got squished inside of there. I don't know. It still works just fine. So that's what I'm going to use. And I just start here on this line or not. Okay. Go around here and I've got the shakes. I swear every time I need to do like line work, my hands start shaking uncontrollably. I posted this picture on my Instagram page and it was like the faces you make when you're trying to do detail work, and no joke, like if you saw my face right now you'd be laughing. Okay, add a little bit more, and I will probably go in and thicken this line up. I'm just doing like a basic outline right now. So stop shaking. The hell? I can't stop shaking. Okay. I don't remember who it was. It was like an old nail video back in the day, like old YouTube. They said to hold your breath when you're like painting your nails, so I hold my breath usually when I'm doing stuff like this. It still doesn't help, but I like instinctively do it anyways. This one doesn't look so bad, but I definitely need to thicken up this one over here. And then I'll go in and clean it up like with a brush. And I like to get like the edges of the nail too and the front. All right, she is cute. All right, let me just clean this up. I can work with that. My crooked brush, my broken brush. Alrighty, the next and I believe final step technically, besides top coat obviously, is to add some gemstones, and I'm just gonna use these ones. I think these ones came in your nail lab box, and I'm gonna use the rhinestone glue that I know for sure did come in one of our boxes. I also purchased one like literally weeks before I got that box. And if you notice, I don't know if you can even tell on camera, but my thumb has glitter top coat. So I'm gonna apply this as like the final top coat on all of the nails. So what I did was I top coated this one. These are already top coated, and I just kind of buffed like the cuticle area so that I could apply the glue. I need this little thing back again. And I just kind of like put a little line of this stuff up here by the cuticle. You definitely don't need a lot, and let me tell you something, this stuff works wonders, like even better than my little like builder gel hack. They don't go anywhere. I had some big stones on my finger the last like actual nail look that I did, and they were set in place, honey. They were not going nowhere. So, and then I just run a little top coat along this just to kind of like spread it out so it's not like a big chunk of nail glue. Just run it down all the way. And I like to do them in like ascending order. So I do like a big one in the middle and then work my way out into smaller stones. You can do all small ones, doesn't really matter, like whatever style you prefer. And I try to always make sure it's symmetric, but it's not always easy. Just for reference, like I told you guys, it took me an hour to do all of these nails. It's taken me an hour to film this so far. So in case like anybody doesn't realize, like it's a lot more time consuming when you're filming as opposed to when you're just like doing your nails. So when I say like, oh, this took me like 4 hours, like if I'm filming, yeah, it's gonna take me a lot longer because you're constantly like stopping. You're also working a lot slower, I feel like, when you're doing a video because you want to make sure everybody sees like every detail of what you're doing and talking at the same time, trying to give instructions. I just want to make sure these are all like where they need to be. So I just give them like one last adjustment, and I like them like pretty far back against my cuticle. Kind of hides like any crustiness. Alright, that looks good to me. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the rest of them off camera, and then we will be back to assess the final look. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What? I'm literally speechless. These have got to be the prettiest nails that I have ever done in a video on myself in general. They are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Burn One Beauty and your nail lab for posting this so that I could recreate it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did do the sparkly top coat. I am completely obsessed. I think these are just, they're so pretty. Even my husband said they were probably like the prettiest nails I've ever done. So how about we test out this glow in the dark, shall we? All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, they glow. It's so cool. It's so cool. They do glow. Look at that. Not as like glowy as I thought it would be, but still they're glowing. They are glowing more in person than it's showing on camera. That's like fantastic. It might be a little darker now just because I had to turn off my bedroom lights to do that. But thanks again. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Burn One Beauty. I hope you don't mind me recreating your look. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that bell notification button so you never miss a mani with me. Bye, guys.